geographical location in the world. It is in the center of Africa, Asia, and Europe. Most people would say like Middle East would be considered as a continent, but actually we don't consider it as a continent. Like Saudi Arabia, we consider it as in Asia. It's surrounded all by Arabic countries, and there's about 22 Arabic countries. Half of them are in the Asian continent, and the others in the African continent. Also, Saudi Arabia is located on Gulf Sea and the Red Sea.
We have the biggest oil company in the world, which is Aramco, and she sent students to OU.
Usually men and women don't shake.
Sometimes don't say salam alaikum. It depends.
And the society, it depends on the society. Like in Saudi, they're so strict, so I wouldn't, if I see a girl walking, I wouldn't say salam alaikum. Because they would think I'm trying to, But here, if I see a Saudi woman, I would say hi, completely fine. Because it's about the society. Just to keep in mind, a Saudi student who just got here, if it's feeling awkward, communicating with him, because he's shy, because he's not used to, communicate with girls.
This dance reflects tradition and culture of the country.
To Saudi, and I see you two guys, and you see each other and you greet each other. What do you do?
We're gonna kiss. Guys are gonna kiss each other like in the ship.
Yeah.
Like air kiss or really kiss? Like air kissing?
Do it.
Yeah.
Cheek to cheek.
Yeah.
Yes. Like that.
It's an air kiss.
Yeah, when I kiss my mom, I would kiss her head actually first. To respect her.
Most families are close to each other. They visit each week and get together. It's not only in the holidays.
They want to establish this very good connection between the families. That's get better for society to have a very good connection.
It's very, very hard to move from your hometown. Even people who move, they usually
You don't come back.
Yeah,
For
fighting
work reasons.
to come back again for any reason.
And I'm not keeping now the strength I need to push me. You show the lights that stop me, turn to stone. You shine me when I'm alone, and so I tell myself that I'll be strong. Dreaming
The smallest class I've ever been to maybe was 25. Because of the largest class, the teacher has to teach in a linear way. The discussions are not very encouraged, and pretty much it's lecture you hear, the professor says or the teacher says, then you memorize at home and you take the test. We rarely write anything for school, essays and reports, and we don't do that. We just do homework, memorize stuff and take tests. You take a lot of religion classes, especially in high school. In high school we had 7 hours of math. That's the only good thing with math. There is a lot of math in high school. So when I came here, Calculus 1, Calculus 2, I had all that in high school. No, the schools are separate.
Did you ever meet girls your own age in the grade in the same school?
No,
What-
just in preschool. I know some people who came here and they couldn't handle it and they went back. Mostly on the school GPA and the standard exam. And since they eliminated the standard school final exams, they have been waiting less and less on the GPAs. And universities are much harder in grading system than school because they have limited space. They are obligated to accept a certain percentage of those high school graduates, but then because they have limited space, they sort them out. So they make their exams in the first few years hard, so students will drop out.
All series action movie. We got a perception on the US these things always happen over there. That's what that's what I thought when I was young. I got to see it by the movies. So later on in my life, then I recovered. think that those are just the movies. When we came here and everything, like, we saw different situations. Some people are suffering through poverty, situation with the economy and everything like that. Like how the jobs are really hard to find here, and the college, like how is everything here? Different situation. We don't see that in the movies. You have to come here to experience what is going on here. But whoever did not experience the other culture might have a bad perception about the other culture because they never experienced the situation. They never know what's the situation in other countries. Like everybody's facing problems nowadays, but maybe the Saudis that aren't Saudi, they don't know what's the problems. Like in the US, they're trying to find jobs, the economy is very bad, stuff like that. So they would always, like in news, we would always hear like, oh, US wars in Iraq, Afghanistan, stuff like that. That's all we can hear. Like we don't hear the, mostly like, we hear the good things, but not as much as the negative things. Like we hear a lot of negative things. So when the terrorist attacks happened, like Saudi Arabia, the government started to educate people about what is truly Islam. The media plays a big role about defining other countries. If the media wants to put a bad image about a country, it will easily happen. If they want to put a good image, it will easily happen. Media plays a big role here. Like for example, the Arab Revolution, what happened. They only like aired few countries what is going on truly, and other countries they manipulated the media. They're trying to quiet things so people would not know. YouTube, news articles, the internet, they'll play a very big role in exposure in what is going on with the truth.
All right, some breaking news now from Tunisia. Al Jazeera sources have learned that the president of Tunisia, Zine El Abidine Ben Ali, has reportedly left the country and the army is now in control.
President Hosni Mubarak has decided to step down as president.
Imagine like an 18 years old kid to travel by himself or by herself to such a country from Saudi Arabia, because like Saudis are a special case in the whole world. So when they come to the US and see all this freedom, it's completely different than Saudi society. It's just a culture shock, I think.
The language is one barrier, the culture as well is another barrier. I would understand most of the words they're saying, but I have no idea what they're talking about.
I was afraid of the people actually, like how nice they are. And they're actually nice. They would say hi to you even they don't know you. Like they would just walk by you and say hi, how are you doing today? Like whenever you go to a restaurant, to like 7-Eleven, they would say hi, how are you doing today? Which is really good. Like it's a good touch. A lot of my friends who came here, like who just arrived here, and I'm hanging out with them in campus, and they won't open the door for the person behind them. And I'll be like, you have to do this. Disrespect to the person behind you. The word thank you is always
thank you and please.
Every time, like everywhere. Excuse me, thank you, which is really, really fun.
When Saudi students first get here, they were not used to these phrases, these words. So they just say it rudely sometimes. So
I mean, they don't mean it, but
yeah, they don't
sounds,
mean it, but exactly,
it sounds like
exactly.
They're screaming. They would go back and say like, Americans are rude. Like I would ask for something, I would be treated in some rude way. They think because they are being discriminated against, but the real reason is the way they asked for it is. It sounded like a command.
To the US, we took the better of the two cultures. Overall, like we'll be the same though. Like, there's not going to be that much of a difference,
but it definitely gave us the perspective. Every experience you go through, it's hard in the beginning, but then we get stronger.
Give me a second, I need to get my story straight. My friends are in the bathroom getting higher than the Empire State. My lover, she is waiting for me just across the bar. My seat's been taken by some sunglasses, asking about a scar. And I know I gave it to you months ago. I know you're trying to forget, but between the drinks and subtle things, the holes in my apologies, you know, I'm trying hard to take it back.